Good afternoon, everybody. This is Pastor Walden, and I am super excited to bring you this week's Wisdom on Wednesday. Today's midweek wisdom topic is belonging. According to the Free Dictionary, the definition of belonging is acceptance as a natural member or part, a sense of belonging. Today, we will view this sense of belonging in two ways: natural and spiritual. Natural as in the physical, like family. Spiritual as in religion, like church or faith-based organizations. Belonging can be accomplished both in the spiritual and the natural. Now, you may ask, when is a person's first experience with belonging? And I will answer, a person's first experience with belonging is at birth, because it is this situation that you are born with a certain set of circumstances without choices. But when you become of age, you are free to make your own choices. However, it is the full knowledge and understanding of belonging and the effect that it has on your spiritual nature and natural nature that will come with maturity. Let's explore how belonging can play a role in life situations. When I was a teenager, my sense of belonging was so much simpler. I had the ability to make my own choices. I could choose my affiliates and I could choose my friends. It was great for me because my judgment, y'all, proved to be beneficial and helping lead a happy life. But when I got to college, a sense of belonging was a bit more difficult to navigate. Why? Because my colleagues, my professors, and other adults looked at me as a natural born leader, and that was uncomfortable. Why? Because I did not ask for it and I did not crave for it. As always, they placed standards on me way higher than others. And it seemed unfair, right? But I realized the demands on me back then were inescapable. I can say now that being a leader refined exactly where I belong. I had a sense that I belong at the head and not the tail. As I started to mature, my spiritual sense of belonging shifted. I began to transition from a Christian membership to a kingdom relationship. Let's go deeper. See, as a Christian member, I subjected myself to the politics of the church. Let me illuminate. When my family and I lived on the West Coast, we were members of a particular church, and I was a member of the Inspirational Choir. One night at choir practice, a minister's wife, who was also a choir member, attacked me verbally. It was a shock to me because she and I had no issues with each other. So I thought, her public action against me caused a public reaction towards her. Although it didn't seem like a big deal to anybody else, but it was crushing to me. My initial thought was, really? Now, she should apologize to me because she is the one who had the problem with me. After all, she is the one who started the ruckus. But she's the pastor's or the minister's wife. Church politics, Christian membership. Over time, I realized she would not initiate this recovery that we needed with each other. At that moment is where my conversion to kingdom relationship kicked in. In kingdom relationship, my spirit was connected to the principles of God. My kingdom relationship melted the pride of my need to be right and melted together the sacrifice of this right for the benefit of others. You see, pride and being right is when you know you're right and the research on the matter proves your opinion. But the welded together sacrifice is the forfeiture of that right, and it brings about God's peace and love for those a part of the team or others in general. So what happened? What choice did I make in my kingdom belonging? I went to the minister's wife in public. As it happened in public, I apologized to her. I said, I am so sorry for behaving the way that I did. I should not have reacted toward your actions. I should have immediately left. And the sense of belonging that she had, her response was embracement, tears, and apology. She said, I am so sorry. I was going through some personal things and it had nothing to do with you. I did not mean to take my frustrations out on you. She also admitted that she wanted to apologize but was not strong enough to do so. So she thanked me for my strength and said that this was an example to her. And then she said, you are very strong. Now, the sense of belonging, whether in the natural or the spiritual, requires an individual to decide exactly what action they will take and how that action will affect your belonging. What do I mean? The question is, will you choose to take a negatively influenced path to curating your sense of belonging, or will you decide to have a more positive impact and take the path that permeates love, peace, and joy and the remaining 6 fruits of the Spirit for the greater good? There are 3 keys to take away from today's wisdom. Number 1, you must excavate. That means remove or dig up the dispute that you have with yourself. When you dig up or remove the dispute that you have within yourself, you must replace it with the assurance of knowing that your purpose sense of belonging will always be identified with the right that promotes a unified outcome. Number 2, when it comes to your purpose and the sense of belonging, you must adopt the principle of me, myself, and I. Me in responsibility, myself in accountability, and I in sustainability. These descriptions in you is the inscription that is the exhibition of your moral soul. It is also the prescription that you shall give to others, your followers, your congregants or congregation, your subordinates or employees, and to others that you know and that you don't know. Number 3, ascertain. That means learn with certainty or truth that the minute you surrendered your being to God, you were automatically inducted into the whatsoever group. Whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things that are of good report, think on these things. This is where your virtue comes from. You will only have virtue. That means high moral standards. And you would only receive high praise. That means only to God when you think of these things. Thank you very much for listening. Please study Philippians chapter 4, verses 8 through 9, and Philippians chapter 2, verses 1 through 5. I am Pastor Walden, and that is your Wisdom on Wednesday. Please like our page at Conviction to Conversion. That's Conviction, the number 2 conversion. And remember, stand fast therefore in the liberty wherewith Christ hath made you free, and be not entangled again with the yoke of bondage. Have a liberating day.